Is the Iran-Israel war a biblical signal? Discover the truth. Thank you so much for joining me today for this breaking news. I know it's not usually what we do on our Watchman News channel, but there is something happening right now in the world that is affecting all of us no matter where you live. The war between Israel and Iran has broken out. So I want to share with you very quickly 5 things that you need to know. Number 1, some people are saying this is a biblical signal. This is the war of Gog and Magog that is spoken about in Ezekiel chapters 38 and 39, and we will get to that. But before we do, I just want to remind you that if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please make sure you subscribe. Also, we would love to have your prayers. We know that many people are watching this channel from around the world, and we would love to know how we can be praying for you during this difficult time. So go down into the comments below and tell us which country you're watching from. And then also, if you could ask your friends to pray for you, because we're going through a very difficult time here in Israel. All right, number 2, let's talk about what's happening right now. Yesterday, Israel began bombing Iran and Iranian targets in Syria, specifically in the western part of Syria, near the Syrian capital of Damascus. Now, this comes after 2 weeks of Iran continuing to bomb Israeli targets inside of Israel. Over 40 rockets were launched by Iran into Israeli territory over a span of about 2 weeks. 2 of those rockets actually hit a school and an apartment building. Thankfully, no one was killed. But this was a huge escalation of what's been going on for the past few years, where you have Iran constantly attacking Israel and Syria, and Israel constantly having to defend itself. Israel has struck back against Iran with great force, as you can see from these images here. Now again, many people are asking, is this the beginning of the war of Gog and Magog? Is this the beginning of the war that Jesus spoke about when he said that nation would rise against nation and that there would be wars and rumors of wars? Here's what we know. Number 1, we know that this is absolutely not the war of Gog and Magog. If you read Ezekiel chapters 38 and 39, there are multiple clues within the text that tell us that this will not happen until the second coming of Jesus Christ, because it says that it will come in the latter days. It also tells us that the armies of Gog and Magog will come against Israel at a time when Israel is peaceful. Right now, Israel is not peaceful. We've had constant attacks against us over the past 2 decades. So that clue tells us that this is not the war of Gog and Magog. Another clue that tells us that is that when Jesus spoke about the war of Gog and Magog, he said that this would happen after the tribulation. So another sign for us that this is not the war of Gog and Magog. So why did Israel strike yesterday? Because Iran continues to attack Israel. They have been doing so for the past few years, as I mentioned. Every single month, there's an Iranian attack against Israel. What's happened over the past few months, though, is that they've increased in intensity. In addition to that, the place where they've been hitting, the Damascus area, is too close for comfort for Israel. When Iran is hitting areas so close to the Golan Heights and so close to the Israeli border, Israel needs to strike back. And that's exactly what they did last night. Number 3, many people are asking, are the prophetic clocks now all moving faster? Is this the beginning of the end times? Are we entering into the final moments of history? Let me say this. The Bible tells us that the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night. It will come when we don't expect it. Jesus compared it to a fig tree. He said when you see a fig tree begin to sprout and leaves come out, you know that summer is near. In the same way, when you see all these things beginning to happen, know that it is near, right at the door. But we don't know when it will come. So when we look at these events happening, yes, they are big. Yes, they are important. And we need to pay attention to them. But I don't believe that we're suddenly living in the final moments. If anything, I think we're living in the final days. And that is a long period of time. That is a very long period of time. So while we need to pay attention to these things, I wouldn't say that the prophetic clocks are all moving faster. Number 4, what does this mean for Christians who are living in the Middle East or who may travel to the Middle East? This is something that you need to pay attention to. We are in a day and age right now where Christians need to be wise as serpents and harmless as doves. You need to be cautious of what's happening in the region. If you are a Christian who lives in the Middle East or travels there frequently, you need to be cautious. You need to be aware of what's happening. And you need to pay very close attention to the news. I would suggest that you begin to watch the news from the Middle East. There are some great channels, like the one that I am on right now. There are some great Middle Eastern news channels that I watch constantly. And I would suggest that you do that if you live in the Middle East or travel there frequently. So just be wise as serpents, harmless as doves. Be cautious of what's happening. And then, number 5, continue to pray for the peace of Jerusalem. Pray for the people of Israel right now. They need your prayers. The Bible tells us to do that. And we definitely need your prayers right now. I appreciate each and every one of you who prays for the people of Israel. Thank you so much. I want you to know that it is making a difference. The situation here is still very tense. It is still very serious. While we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, we know that God is in control. We know that He is on the throne. And we know that everything is going to work out the way that He wants it to work out. So we can trust Him. We can put our trust in Him. And we can know that He is going to take care of us. Here's one more thought that I want to leave you with. Remember, God is in control. Don't be fearful. Don't be worried. Put your trust in God. Pray for the people of Israel. Pray for the Middle East. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. And remember, no matter what happens, no matter how bad things get, God is in control. And He is going to bring good out of every single situation. So thank you for joining me today. Thank you for watching this channel. I'm here with the Israel Watchman News. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so you never miss an upload. Tap the bell icon so you're notified every time a new video is posted. And don't forget to share your thoughts, insights, and comments below. Thanks for watching.